Aw, emakhosini, sanibonani football lovers. Welcome to BKS Sports with Bonginkosi. Ngithembe ukuthi ni kahle, mani kahle, nami ngikahle. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. But uma subscribe, please don't forget to leave a like. It will make a huge difference. Ngingabonga kakhulu nami. Danko. Sekunjalo ileso sikhathi we know ukuthi it's the transfer season, obviously it's the transfer fever. Omunye nomunye is trying to bolster their squad, but Kaizer Chiefs ngathi izenzile nje ithulile ibhekile ethi siyobona ukuthi yozala ngomoni, because we know very well ukuthi it's not every transfer window whereby ukuthi mele ube reactive, but you can be active. But as things stand, Kaizer Chiefs ayikasign umuntu, but let's hope ukuthi there are players that they are eyeing so that they can make those transfer, because we know very well there's this position that we need to bolster, especially with right wing. It took me the whole festive season to realize the decision of converting Dylan Solomon into a right winger, it will put us in scrutiny, because if we take him to the right wing position, it simply means we won't have a backup on the right back position, because we cannot trust fully on Uthabiso Munyane because of what? He is injury prone, and Ufrozla also, he is injury prone. And the manje simply means we need to have all our right backs whereby if this one gets injured, we'll have a backup, because we know very well these players I've just mentioned, all of them, they are injury prone. So we need to see that enough depth that will carry us throughout the season. But now, knowing very well it is highly impossible to convert Dylan Solomon into a right wing. So it simply means Kaizer Chiefs, there are a few players that are available now, because we thought maybe we can try secure the signature of Devin Titus from Stellenbosch, but Stellenbosch FC had other plans. They decided no, we're going to extend his contract and then make sure which team that will want to sign him mele him buy out of the contract. And knowing Kaizer Chiefs doesn't operate like that, so it simply means mele sivume nje lisiphuthile ke leli thuba lokuthi simsign uDevin Titus. But I won't blame Stellenbosch that much, because I'm sure by now they are well aware every season they're gonna lose some of their key players, and knowing very well if they keep on selling their key players, it simply means they won't be competitive. So it was a good move for them sign a contract extension, knowing very well they will sign more players that can also complement him in terms of trying to be competitive. Stellenbosch, they've just lost who's this player? Andre de Jong to Orlando Pirates. So losing Titus, it simply means you're no longer caring about this team doing well. But for them, it was a good move. So it simply means the move is not entirely out of the card. If any team can still want him, can buy him out of the contract. If he Kaizer Chiefs, they are serious about finding a right wing. But let's not focus on a player as a list Lulile. But there are other few players that I can mention that I believe they are also good players, they are capable, and the age is still on their side. I'm talking about Jayden Rhodes. Jayden Rhodes currently is playing for Cape Town City, and obviously he will jump on the opportunity to come back on the top flight after Cape Town City being relegated. But now we know the relationship was no longer smooth between the Kaizer Chiefs and a Cape Town City, so it will be difficult for Chiefs to sign a player like Jayden Rhodes, of which I believe he deserves to play for a team like a Kaizer Chiefs. But now the obstacle, it will be this thing of the relationship between the two clubs, because if a player can want, but if there's no club to club agreement, it simply means that move cannot happen. And for a player like Jayden Rhodes missing out playing for one of the biggest club in South Africa, it is something like compare with the situation above Velepai and Upartman. But if it can happen, Kaizer Chiefs can give them money and a player if it happens, because nabo they are trying ukuthi ba remain competitive. I doubt they would sell their players. They want to be competitive so that they can come back to the top flight. That's why they've signed players like Abu Zenan, Zachmovic, Miguel team. So it simply means ukuthi nabo they want to come back. There's Abu Njabulo Ngcobo there and Ukigen Ntuli. So simply means they mean business. But for Kaizer Chiefs can shift their focus somewhere else. We all know that there's also another player that is a marvel to watch. I'm talking about Usiyanda Ndlovu from Golden Arrows. And it is difficult because I'm making these recommendations, but I know very well that it's going to be a mountain to climb to get these players. Number one, the relationship also between the Golden Arrows and the Kaizer Chiefs. It is not smooth. And I know for a fact that uManqoba Mnqithi won't stand in the way of Usiyanda Ndlovu going to the Kaizer Chiefs. But club to club agreement. And this is one of the players I know very well that betting only on his potential, it is good enough for Kaizer Chiefs. Because I know with his potential, he has a huge ceiling that he has to reach. And with the right mentorship and with the right mindset and also with the squad that Kaizer Chiefs currently have, he can fit in like a glove because he plays more like Uwe Lebai. He's very direct. He's good when it comes to 1v1, but now we have to make sure that we filter out everything that needs to be filtered out, because you know very well Guti. For Ndlovu, he has a long contract with the Golden Arrows. And for now, the Golden Arrows can want a hefty paycheck from a club ezobe ifuna Usiyanda Ndlovu. But for Kaizer Chiefs, if they are willing, they can sign him. Because in the past, we've been making signings based on the noise that is being made. Not because we needed that player, not because that is the correct player to be signed in that position. But I believe Usiyanda Ndlovu is capable. We saw players like Abu Skhota, but at the end of the day, abasekho manje abaziwe. But a player like Ndlovu, a hard worker, I see Uwe Lebai on the left, I see him on the right, and that's where everything will come to light ukuthi be crystal clear ukuthi kahle kahle is it abolilebo abovilakazi inkinga or is it the coaches? Because you bring in the squad that needs to be brought so that they can compete. That's why we have Utera Maliwa there. He knows okay, now at the current stage that Kaizer Chiefs is at, every signing matters and every detail matters. That's why they have to make a background check to all the signings that they are making. That's why now you see they are a little bit cautious about making more signings. They don't just make irrational decisions, but they make sure they are cautious. But these two signings, I think they can prove is it the forward problem or is it a coaching problem? But I believe with the right approach to these two clubs, Kaizer Chiefs can end up signing one, because you know Wuti is off the card or he's no longer on the market with Devin Titus. But Usiyanda Ndlovu and Jaden Rhodes are players that can help us, especially in the long-term goal, whereby which we want to continue with. Looking at the average age of our squad, I think we have the best squad that has young players compared to other teams that are in the Betway Premiership. I don't know, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section. Will these two be good signings for Kaizer Chiefs, or let's just let this transfer window pass and we'll focus on the next transfer window that is coming ngoJune? Niyazi ke wafethu ukuthi ngihlezi nginishiya ngamagama ke ukuthi sohlangana kwivideo elandelayo. Ikhosi aliphele umoya.